Hi, Sophia. Okay. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it, so I'll just make another video. I recall having a shadow in the house when I was younger. I didn't, of course, put it all together until way later because I was like 15, 16, something like that. Anyway, so present time, 2006. Yeah. Now normally you gotta remember I do sweetgrass, dragon's blood, white sage. Now, all the time. If I go shopping for groceries, I smudge my food. If I go to the thrift store, nothing comes in this house without being smudged. Okay, Linda's crystals and Stacy's crystals, I didn't have to smudge those. I know that came from good energy, okay? And a few other people too, so don't write to me about that. So, it's 2006. I'll never forget. Grace and I just came from buying groceries. I was all excited. I can't tell you what happened earlier in that week, but I can tell you this. There was, okay, it wasn't a shadow like most people see. Of course, I can't be normal and see a regular old shadow. Go figure. You know the movie Predator? Okay, so remember in the movie Predator, he's up in the tree and you can't really see him because it's like wink wink invisible, but yet you can see the little blah, 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 lines around him. That's what I saw. And I knew instantly it was not good, and it followed me and Grace in from the store. Because we just went to the Chinese market. We went through drive-through and we brought it all home. So I'm walking in my home, I go to the table, I set my bags down, and as I turned to look back at the door, I saw this little blah, blah, and I said what I always say whenever I don't feel good: you better get the fuck up out of my house. And I said, Grace, close all the windows and doors. I have no fear of nothing. I've already faced the devil, or whatever entity my 23-year-old mind thought could be. Red eyes. You know, that's all it was. I lit dragon's blood. I didn't have sweetgrass then. And some sage. So I take my little tin pans out. I keep my tin pans that I get from the thrift store. I put one in every single corner of my house. It looked like Cheech and Chong was up in there smoking. I'm telling you, it did. I mean, you really could barely see the hand in front of your face. The smoke was so thick in there. And I said, God, whatever is up in here that ain't supposed to be, get them the fuck out of my house now. Okay, so that lasted about, honestly, maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. Okay, because once there's enough smoke that you're choking on the smoke yourself, I could open the windows and doors. And I kid you not, honest to God, I wish I would have thought to turn the recorder on the one time I didn't think of that. And you would have seen something like, you know how Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie, she goes with a puff of smoke back in the bottle, and you can see the smoke go in the bottle and stop. It looked just like that. So I opened the front door and whoosh, all that smoke went out just like that. Even from the back bedroom, bathroom, everything. Whoosh, it went out. Okay, now that was the most extreme case because I was born and raised in spiritualism. I have studied other things. However, this is where I chose to stay, okay? There have been other little times, but honey, I'm too big to let you bother me. Really, really. Anytime I feel a, just a, or, God, get it out. Okay, so now I know, the aliens are in the house and everything. Yet they're so cute. They're so cute. Anyway, And I'm like, who are you? What do you want? Instantly. Who are you? What do you want? Okay. Yeah. Instantly. Oh, did I forget to plug the plug in? Oh, shoot, I probably did. And I tell him, you cannot stay here. You need to go now. And if it lasts more than 30 seconds, I'm like, God, get it. And it goes. That's it. As far as I can remember right now, that's about the few times that I have ever experienced anything not as good as it should be in my house. I'm not going to say bad. Nothing is really, really bad. Now, if you got something moving, well, I'm used to moving plants. I'm used to lights coming on. I'm used to things like that. Okay? Hang on. Let me let me plug the camera in. Hang on just 1 second, please. I'm used to, things going bump in the night. That's all normal for me. Okay, what is this to? This is to the fan. Sorry, I live in a really old apartment complex that doesn't have many outlets and stuff. Okay, so we're plugged in now. Okay. So, I am accustomed to, things going bump in the night and hearing voices all the time. I grew up with that. My uncle used to like to sit on the end of my bed. That freaked me out. And for a long time, I'd see this lady walking up and down the halls. All of that is fine, as long as you don't feel that they're here to harm you. And if you do, get out. Go to God. You don't want to go to God? God, come get it out now. And that's all I've ever had to say. I have known of, again, what is bad? I've seen cats dematerialize and go through the wall. It's just an experience, that I didn't freak out. I've seen, in seances, you have the trumpets where the jewelry and stuff falls out of the trumpet that levitates on its own. So, I grew up with a lot of things that other people deem odd. So it's nothing to me to see things walking around and whatnot. However, once I ask you, them, who are you and what do you want, you better freaking answer me quick. If you don't, God, that's it, God. So now that's all, God, that's it. And it's gone instantly, because you know what? I'm big. There's not enough room in this tiny studio for the both of us, okay? You don't pay rent here. You gotta go. That's it. End of discussion. Sorry, I guess I could have turned you around a little bit. Oh, sorry. But there's no... If you feel it needs to be removed, first, please remember you have the power. They truly, they don't have the power. However, I realize it's possible to piss off an entity, so I would try to remain calm. Know that God's force is with you. Nothing is going to happen to me. You have your angels, teachers, guides, loved ones around you. That makes you really powerful. Just so you remember. Okay? Just so you remember. Yeah, and then do what you said you're going to do. You and your sister, if you feel you can do that. Some people don't, so then you have to turn to, other people. But whatever you do, I would try not to speak on it. Though thoughts are things, but sometimes it's not as easy to control our thoughts as it is to control our mouth. So I would ask you not to continuously speak on it. And if you think of it, I would continuously try to think of it and then change that thought into bright sunshine that heals it out of my house. Okay, here's a bright, pure sunshine. God force engulfs that thing and moves it on out the door. Okay, until you do whatever it is you and your sister are going to do. Okay. Yeah, lots of sage, dragon's blood. All them other good stuff that you want to burn, that generally maybe negative entities don't like. Because see, now that I have the aliens in the house, I don't even so much as see a bug anymore. Because I tell them, I don't like bugs. I like leaving the door open. Fix it. So between my doorkeeper, my master teacher, and there's 2 new little aliens up in my house. I see one. He hangs out of the door right over there. And the other one, I see it occasionally. It's similar to a large rat. So thank God I'm not afraid of much of anything anymore. And it doesn't bother me, except sometimes I forget he's there and he like shoots out between my legs and I'm like, oh, it's you. Okay, you good. Don't be chewing on the wires. Yeah, and I demand that you cannot do nothing. I can tell you not to. You just don't. You got rules here, because I run this household, not you. Okay? So, I bless you. Whenever you're going to do this, I ask that, you email me, so that I can, do my little grid. I'm going to do my grid in a couple of hours because my full moon is at 8:43, and I will put your sister's home in a nice little protective salt, pine needles, black tourmaline little grid to herself, so that entity will find happiness elsewhere. See, once you think about the fear, got to remember, thoughts are things. Once you start getting that fear going, it's just like a snowball. It gets bigger, 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 bigger. That can't happen. Okay? You have to stay composed. We have to realize that there's something bigger than what's going on here, and that something bigger is going to escort that crap out of her house. Okay? God bless you. I will build the grid for the sister tonight. I love you. Try to stay calm. I think you are. It doesn't feel like you're getting too hyped up. They're not telling me anything. I wish they would. I'm not getting anything to tell you. Other than there's, I don't know, some guy there. He looks like he's a big guy. He looks like he's Caucasian, but he's huge. I mean, he's like a muscle man. It looks like he's an old Navy guy, like from the 20s where they wore the white, and he's got his cigarettes wrapped up in his shoulder right here. He's there with you guys, protecting you. He's got pretty blue eyes, whoever he is, sparkling blue eyes. They're sparkling right in front of my face. They're just sparkling. He smells like a little bit of liquor and a little bit of tobacco, so I don't know what he crossed over from or whatever, but he's with you. I hear the name Joe. I saw the name Joe, big white letters on a black chalkboard, and his face, he's like this in my face. I can feel his breath on my lips. He's so close. Anyway, whoever that is, you need to figure it out, because he's there with you, so call on him. I wish you love, peace, and much blessings. Try to stay calm. Getting upset never helps. And I'll pray for a baby girl that she is not agitated by this, okay? Okay, I love you, sister. Have a great day. I will talk to you online. Bye.